that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Mexico City Diablos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check. 53's mine.
Here's Trubisky. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. DJ Moore standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. And Noble, box trap. Rip left. Kill. Ready, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check 99! Check 99!
Now Spiller. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check.
Second and 9 now. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. Why?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Watch 54. Go. Let's go, D. Mike, 54. Sit at 54. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Exit.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Charlie. 55. Yep. 55. Get the ball. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Wahoo. 22 jet bomber. Eat. You ain't doing nothing today.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Alert.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Danny.
Give the Cook out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They got his man complete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Get him. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D.
On second down, Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13. 180. 53, Mike.
In your face.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 14. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Defense wins championship. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey. C6. That's right, baby. They don't want it. On the ball. Set. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Check. Get ready. Ran, touch.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Ran, touch. Tight guard. Hey, wahoo.
Now a run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. Open man is Kirk. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Recon, 132 fight. We won it. Come to my 2, fellas, let's go. Lucky. 45, Mike, 45. Bravo. 60, ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the pass. 45.
2nd and 13. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
2 and 1. 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 2 and
to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go, here we go. 8, Reed. Hayward. Tight down, there you go. Shoot.
And that'll set him back 5.
Red! 30 base, let's go. Walk 54. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Exit. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Now, Wahoo, 66. Blow it high. You don't want none of that.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go! Mike 55, Mike, this one. Hey, watch your leg. Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Ready.
They'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Mike. Yo. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his target. That's Moore. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check Mike 40. Go. 45. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Out of the gun now on third down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
61. Matchbox, right. 45. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Move. 59 Mike.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Not here.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Alert! Check, 59. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. SOS.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Lock in. Move. 59. Mike's 59. 65. 65.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
58 to Mike, 58.
Five.
Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Kill. Check 31.
Trubisky keeps it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Switch.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Check.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the shit!
On the ground, it's Cook. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,